Collectible Spot, we are having a look at the Controller Chaos Extreme Controllers for Extreme Gamers. Spot's already had a look at a Controller Chaos. If you remember, we had a look at the GameCube controller. And even in that video, Spot indicated I wanted to eventually get myself an NES controller because I want to start kicking it old school. Kicking it old school, Spot says to himself. I probably sound old by saying that. So what I ultimately I went back to Controller Chaos and I ordered myself a NES controller. One that plays on the old Nintendo Entertainment System. The box has arrived. We're going to open this up together. On the front of the box, it's the same box artwork that we saw with the GameCube controller, featuring the Controller Chaos logo. Extreme controllers, once again, for extreme gamers. You might or might not be able to see that there is a little bit of an imprint, some sort of printing or like little artwork there at the bottom of the box. I like that. Top of the box has, again, Controller Chaos. Side of the box, you can follow them on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Controller Chaos, twitter.com/Controller Chaos, youtube.com Controller Chaos, and instagram.com/Controller Chaos. Of course, if you are interested in getting a custom-made controller for yourself, head over to www.controllerchaos.com. As for the back of the package, back of the box, at Controller Chaos, we know that your controllers is more than just a plastic accessory. It's your sidekick, your wingman, your battle buddy. This is why we offer the most comprehensive list of add-ons and customizations anywhere. We use only the best parts and employ the industry's leading customer service team. Our controllers will help you dominate the competition and look great doing it. Then on the side, some of the other boxes or possibilities. There's an Xbox 360, PS3, Xbox One, PS4, and other. And it's made in the USA. So that being said, let's go ahead and open up the box. I haven't had a chance to look at this yet. I wanted to keep it as a surprise. I know already what I ordered because you go on Controller Chaos and essentially, I'll show you what I talk about, what I'm talking about. Essentially though, you do go in and you customize your controller from essentially the ground up. So I already know what I've ordered. I just haven't seen the physical controller yet. So I'm going to open it up like that. See if anything else is in the box. Nope. And we're going to put the box, without dropping it here, I'm going to put the box right to the side. Got a series of stickers as well. Controller Chaos, Elevate Your Game. Well, a couple of other variations of Controller Chaos. All stickers, you know I will be making use of that. www.controllerchaos.com. Extreme controllers for extreme gamers. There's also a phone number there as well. 1-800-790-7592. Alright, I can make use of those. Okay, so let's have a look at the controller that I have created. Now again, this is an NES controller. Playing it for the old Nintendo Entertainment System. Yes, I'm sure you have, well, there's mods and ROMs and emulators and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, I really want to get myself back into the idea of using physical games. Back in the day when I was growing up and you actually had an actual system and you had to put the game in that you wanted to play. So this is my custom NES controller. Physically, now that, well, I already know what it was going to look like, but physically in hand, it's nice. It's very, very nice. Turned out exactly as I'd hoped it would have turned out. So what it is that you get your main shell. There's about 4 or 5 different components that you can go in and change to it, and it will vary from controller to controller. In the case of the NES controller, what you do is you have the option of the frame or the main controller, the front and the back. The front, well, I don't know, I kind of was getting into the vein. I wanted to get a controller kind of Joker inspired. So this one kind of, again, I wanted to design something that looked a little bit more like something the Joker would be playing. So that's why it's purple and got some green and orange there for the buttons. But what you would do is you would go in, select the controller that you want to select and customize. So for example, I got the NES controller. The front and back plate are 2 separate colors. So you can choose a front color. Let's say you want to make this front cover black, the back section red. You could have done that as well. I ultimately just went for a front and back section in purple. And even on the back it says Nintendo controller, model number, and made in Japan. The front plate you can also change. I kept the primary black because I believe that when you do change this color out, let's say you change out this section right here, you ultimately then lose the Nintendo, the select, and start. You can change it, but then it ultimately would just be the color itself with no additional artwork there. So that's why I kept it as primary black. Then you can change your B and A buttons as one color, your D-pad as another color, your select and start will stay the same as well. So I went with green, and it's slightly a metallic green, more like a lime green, and I opted to go with orange buttons. Now, you think of Joker, you probably should have gone with red buttons, Spot, but I ultimately went with orange. I was kind of thinking the Joker's outfit rather than, Joker's face. So I went with like orange, some green, and of course the main color being purple. It syncs itself exactly, or connects itself, I should say, directly to the NES the exact same way as the old classic controllers. Buttons work exactly the same. Oh, I miss the days of picking up one of the old Nintendo controllers and playing the old games like Super Mario, Mega Man, Punch-Out. B&A, of course, still featured there because it's using the same primary plate. But you can really customize these to your heart's content. Now, the Nintendo is a little more, well, the Nintendo Entertainment System controllers are a little bit more scaled back for the amount of customization you can do to it. But again, you can still change out the D-pad, the buttons, the button colors, and then the front and back plate. You can change this as well, but as indicated, you will lose the Nintendo and the start and select print. I have to say, though, the controller turned out very nice. Same weight, same scale, same everything, just except I was able to customize it to the colors that I think I wanted to go with. You could go with more of a simplistic white and classic Nintendo colors, but there's no fun in that. You're going to have to go a little weirder. I almost even considered going with red, too. Like a red Deadpool style of controller, which might be something I might consider doing later on, as I'm sure I'll be going back and picking up more from Controller Chaos. Controller Chaos does, again, a wide range of different controllers from, personally speaking, from Nintendo stuff, which I'm going to be gearing myself more towards getting. They have the N64, the Super Nintendo, the GameCube, NES, and then of course they've got Xbox, PlayStation, and more. Spot will put the link down below to Controller Chaos if you're looking to get a customized controller for yourself. And in the meantime, I think I'm going to look forward to getting out the old Nintendo, blowing off the dust, and plugging in my brand new customized controller. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Controller Chaos Extreme Controllers for Extreme Gamers. We're having a look at Spot's new Joker NES controller. I don't even know if I might even put that in the title, I don't know. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.